Geek Spot! Geek Spot! Party time! Excellent! Woo, 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 woo!
No, your air guitar's just not working.
No, that's not working for you. What's up, guys? Sean Caspian here, and of course I've got my lovely co-host, Sandra Dee.
Good morning.
And we are here to talk to you about all the awesome things that are geek. Please remember to like, leave a comment, and even subscribe if you dig what we're talking about here. So, first thing I wanted to talk about a little bit.
Okay.
Dude, Star Wars.
Hot topic coming up right now. It's the next big movie of the year.
Next big movie of the year. Like, I think it's gonna slam the box office. There was some artwork released recently for Gwendolyn Christie's character, and she looks awesome and she's great, but she's totally clad in basically, you could almost say male armor. It's not like distinctively female or anything. Okay. And so this guy started trolling her and said, you know, it's really hard to tell if she's a woman, if there's a woman under there, if the armor doesn't look feminine enough. And then they responded, they're like, dude, it's a chick in armor. Deal with it. Yeah.
My comment would be, what does it matter? Does it matter that, so, when it comes to females in armor, does it matter that they're female? In her case, as long as I can tell that this character is set apart, different, this is somebody I'm supposed to identify and track with, that's all I care about.
Right.
In terms of armor and what they're wearing. Frankly, you want it to be practical.
Well, like, I mean, okay, so we all know, like the boob plate armor, basically. You know, that's so prevalent in our lovely geek world, and I'm not complaining about that, right?
I didn't think you would.
as you know, a lot of people wouldn't. However, there is, of course, the issue of practicality.
Yes.
Whatsoever.
Now again, stormtrooper armor, it's not like they're in a sword fight.
Right.
So the protecting the vital areas isn't necessarily going to be the same with a set of stormtrooper armor. With that said, again, does she need to be in this form-fitting, I mean...
I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. And you know, as much as I like the aesthetic of that, I really appreciate them going more realistic. I mean, because like you and I were talking earlier, like Keira Knightley in what was that?
King Arthur. Yes.
King Arthur, right? I mean, what'd you say about that?
Oh yeah, she couldn't have put on a shirt before running into the war. They're in northern England, southern Scotland area, middle of winter, and she goes to war with a leather thong around her chest. I'm sorry, you're going to freeze to death. I
mean, you're going to freeze to death. You've got no armor protection anywhere.
Nothing.
Whatsoever.
And I mean, arrow, you're done.
I mean, it's just not realistic at all, which is an interesting argument, of course, in
Star Wars.
You know, context of the whole thing.
Although, again, in the history of Star Wars, and I realize the Slave Leia outfit is the ultimate geek fantasy, but apart from that, she is completely clothed, and not necessarily in skin-tight costuming the entire series.
I mean, Leia starts out in like basically it's like a toga.
Yeah.
Almost.
I mean, the toga, her outfit on Hoth, the stuff she wears on Endor, none of it is feminine in that sense of the word.
Nope.
So they're just keeping with their current tradition.
Yep. And you know, like I said, I love that kind of stuff. You know, it's super appealing, of course, and all that stuff. But I really appreciate them just focusing on the character.
Exactly.
Right, and you know, not having to make her a sexual object. You know, I mean, for God's sakes, that's Brienne of Tarth under that armor.
And again, it works for, I mean, as Brienne, she's very masculine in the way she dresses, apart from the one hot tub scene with Jaime Lannister.
Right.
It's not in the books. Apart from that, she's, again, very masculinely dressed. There's nothing revealing. And again, even in Game of Thrones, the female outfits, the armor, again, it's very fitting for their character.
Yep, it's very fitting for the character. Like, you know, if it works for the character to kind of look like that, like, you know, if you're like, I don't know, female Thor, for instance, and like you're kind of invulnerable, but even then, it's like
Supergirl, and even Supergirl, from what I've seen from the upcoming previews, she is fully clothed. Again, it's a female outfit. She's got a skirt on.
Yep.
But again, a stray bullet hits her, it's not going to do any damage.
Right. We don't have to hypersexualize female characters just for the sake of it. And again, you know, not to be a hypocrite, because of course, you know, I love all that stuff, as most people like me do. But I just really appreciate what they did, and I really appreciate the snappy response from the social moderators for Star Wars, not letting them get away with that. Be like, dude, it's a chick under armor. What else do you need to know?
Yeah, especially if she has her helmet off, you're gonna know it's a chick.
Yeah, and you know, we're gonna see her with the helmet off, and I mean, you know, I'm just excited that Gwendolyn Christie is in it. She's awesome.
Agreed, she is, and I'm interested to see her do something beyond Brienne of Tarth.
Right, because that's how we all know her. So you know, so are we going to kind of see Brienne of Tarth on screen, or is it going to be wildly different?
I'm hoping wildly different. Because Brienne tends to be slightly one-dimensional. It's the character, it's not Gwendolyn Christie's portrayal at all, but I find Brienne to be more one-dimensional than the rest of the Game of Thrones characters.
Sure.
So seeing her do something wildly different would be wonderful.
But man, she's awesome. I love her. So looking forward to that. So good on you, Star Wars, for sticking to what you thought was right for the character and not just sexualizing it for the sake of.
Agreed.
You know, so I think that's way cool, way awesome. So funny you mentioned Supergirl. Want to talk a little bit today too about upcoming fall television.
Which, I mean, the show should start previewing in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we should start seeing some more stuff for that. So what are you looking forward to the most out of anything right now?
As always, Supernatural. I'm still following my boys, and they left it in a really good cliffhanger last season. I want to see what happens there. So
I haven't seen it yet because it hasn't bloody well come to Netflix.
So I won't say anything except it was awesome.
Oh man, I loved season 9 though. I thought they really did well.
Well, I'll give you one hint. It's not really a spoiler. It's just kind of a little taste, so you'll be excited. Death makes a reappearance in the last
same actor
finale. Same actor.
Oh, love that guy.
So it's fun to see where they go with that. Doctor Who, of course.
Yep.
Looking forward to that one coming back, especially because the previews. I don't know if Maisie Williams is going to be in the first episode, but she's definitely showing up this season, and I'm excited for that.
Very cool.
Apart from that, I think Supergirl. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Supergirl.
Are you? Okay.
I love Jeremy Jordan, who's her sidekick.
Yeah.
Love the guy, and really want to see him do well on a TV show. So.
That's interesting. I'm like, I don't know what to do about this whole Supergirl thing. If I'm not mistaken, I think some of the same guys that were involved in Arrow and Flash are also involved in that, even though it is airing on CBS. It's not a CW show. But I think some of the same production team is involved in that, if I'm not mistaken. It's really interesting. What do you think of their portrayal of the whole thing so far? It seems like they're really trying to hit that young lady audience.
Probably, again, so the CW's got the young teen crowd in their pocket already. They don't need to fight for it. CBS is going to have to. So I can see them definitely wanting to bring in the younger viewers, the teenage girls, and also all we've been complaining about with DC for forever is how dark and gritty their movies have gotten. So it's very possible with the show they're just kind of looking to reverse that image a bit, make it a little less death, destruction.
Right.
You're going to walk out of here and need Xanax,
because Arrow gets pretty dark, you know, and I haven't seen Flash yet.
Arrow's got one major redeeming feature in my eyes, and it's John Barrowman.
Oh man,
Captain Jack Harkness. Dude, you can never go wrong with him.
You never go wrong. I'm so gonna get into spoiler territory here.
Yeah.
But
so spoiler alert.
Too bad. Spoiler alert. So when you've seen everything, I'm not spoiling for you, right?
Go right ahead. I've seen like the last 5 minutes of every episode because it was on before Supernatural.
Right. So just that moment when Dark Arrow comes back to meet up with Thea, and I'm like, he's alive! He's alive! I got goosebumps right now. Right there. I was like, dude, he's alive still. He's not dead. I was so happy. I was like, he's a villain. Why am I happy about that?
Again, if you got a good villain game, we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
The villains make the show.
I was so happy about it. I love John Barrowman. All hail. We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
The man is awesomeness personified.
He really is. He really is. Love that guy. So yeah, That's cool. Supergirl is top of your list, huh?
Yeah, I think in terms
really
of new shows to get into this season, part of the current shows, I do follow Reign. I know it's not really a geek show. It's on the CW. It's French history soap opera, complete and total. I will completely admit to watching it.
That sounds geeky-ish.
Geeky-ish, so it takes a fictionalized account, Mary, Queen of Scots, living in France, married to the King of France, all historically accurate. That's pretty much where the history ends.
Okay, so they're just expounding on that a little bit.
Exactly. You got Megan Follows, only known as Anne of Green Gables, plays Catherine de Medici. If you want a good villain you're going to absolutely love, she is the one to watch. She kills the performance every week. Okay. So that's my soap opera. Okay. So how about you? What are you looking forward to?
Okay, so for me, you know, it's all the current stuff for me that I'm super looking forward to. My most anticipated show, far and away, Walking Dead season 6. With The Walking Dead. I think it's the best show on television, maybe kind of almost sort of depending on the week, besides Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an impressive claim.
Yeah, it's stupendous. Like those people are like family to me. Like something happens to one of those characters and I'm depressed for days. Like no joke. I love that show. So Walking Dead season 6, and then the Heroes reboot.
Really? You don't think it's too soon?
No, I think they should have done this a long time ago. Okay. I really do. You know, Heroes kind of got weird, like halfway into season 2, it kind of just got off track. But what a lot of people forget is that was during like the huge writer's strike and all that stuff. That was all going on. So it's like the writing team is back, the writing team's on a break, the writing team's back, they switch them out, and it's like all this disjointed sort of stuff, so that's kind of where they lost their way. But I thought the original season of Heroes was one of my favorite seasons of television of all time. Okay, so you're really excited to see if they can reclaim that? Can they capture it again? I mean, like, if there's any genre that I'm into, it's superheroes overall. So here's a question. So we're getting a Heroes reboot, we're getting an X-Files reboot, Fox is done, 24 again. So, Merlin on BBC. Great show, phenomenal cast. They totally butchered the last season. Is there any way we can get a Merlin reboot that does not involve him, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, that does not involve him revealing his magic to Arthur, the last episode of the last season, 5 minutes before Arthur dies? Yeah. So I have to admit, I have not seen that. I know. Now it's your turn. So can you do it like I did, like Ace Ventura style? No. You have to watch the show. It is on Netflix. You've got to watch it. It used to be, at least. I'm not sure it still is, but that's where I watched about half of it. It is wonderful, amazing. You will thoroughly enjoy it. Okay. And then you're going to get together and be like, okay, they need to redo this because we need, Okay. Yeah. All right, so how many seasons has it gone for now? It was on for 5. I think it went off the air about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. But it went 5 seasons. Okay. Just absolutely wonderful show, brilliantly cast. So you're hankering for a Merlin reboot then? Yes, if you're gonna reboot, give me that. Okay. Can we? I did see the one with Sam Neill. That was my. So again, grew up on The Sword and the Stone, which is one of my favorite Disney cartoons. So the Arthur legend was very familiar, but the Sam Neill one really helped bring it home. Plus, it was Miranda Richardson, Helena Bonham Carter, Martin Short. I mean, the whole cast is amazing. Just out of this world casting. So I would be all for it. I'd watch it. I vote just bring back Sam Neill. Let's just do it. Sam Neill's great. So this is actually, it's a teenage Merlin. Oh, okay. So did you see the Doctor Who episode, I think it was called Midnight, so they're on the Diamond Planet, and they're stuck in the train, the kid. Oh. He is Merlin. No kidding. Mm-hmm. Okay. God, they're all like family over there. You see one person in one thing, and then it's just, they're everywhere. Oh, exactly. It's lovingly incestuous, I guess. I think that's inherently part of the deal, and part of the problem is that it's lovingly incestuous. The costumes make the same trip, too. You'll be watching Doctor Who, and you're like, that suit looks familiar. And then you'll watch Sherlock, and you'll be like, I know exactly why that suit looks familiar. Oh, wow. Wow.
And speaking of BBC then, Sherlock, when are we going to get, they've hinted at the Christmas special.
Man.
With, it looks like they go back in time to Victorian England, but it's a little tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
But that is the only hint we've gotten of any new Sherlock.
That's all we've got. There's no way that show is anywhere near done. It's too popular. But I bet they're having problems booking Cumberbatch these days.
It's gotta be. And you haven't seen Martin do much, but Cumberbatch is just all over the place.
Yeah.
His Richard III should be airing sometime next year, which looks to be just absolutely amazing, especially because the actor who plays Moriarty is in it as a French king, which I would just love to see.
That's brilliant, and I'm a big theater geek too, as she is as well, and so it's like, oh man, you just put Cumberbatch, Richard III, it's like, ah!
Oh, it's happening. It is so happening.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I mean, Walking Dead is pretty much my big thing. And X-Files, as you mentioned.
Yes.
That's going to be enormously, hugely awesome.
Again, fingers crossed, I will definitely watch the first episode and see if it lives up to that canon of remembrance, we'll call it.
We'll see. Do you think that they're going to use it as a launching platform for a full series? Because we only have 6 episodes slated, and with no guarantee of anything else whatsoever after that.
It'll be interesting to see whether they launch a full series or if they just do a mini-series. Again, when they rebooted 24 a few years ago, it was just that 12-episode mini-series, and that's all. It was wildly popular when they did it, because it was just brilliantly done.
Yep.
But we've had no more since, which in a way I think is a good game for them to play. Give them just enough to sate the remembrance, and then, so give us a 12-episode arc of the X-Files, and then in 2 years give us another, because it keeps people coming back.
We can get a spin-off, and I mean, we could use the 6 episodes to kind of introduce and get used to some new characters and stuff like that too. You know, somebody carrying on Mulder's work if he dies, or, you know.
Especially now that you have this whole new genre of people who, in the X-Files universe, you know, it was pre-technology, everything was on these little itty-bitty photos of, I think I saw a UFO.
Yep.
Now you've got all this digital stuff out there.
Yeah.
I mean, what they could manage to do. And,
oh, God.
You know what? How do the monsters stay hidden now? When everyone and their cousin has a camera.
And man,
you know.
I watched an episode from season 1 last week.
Tombs? Tell me it was Tombs.
It wasn't Tombs.
Okay.
It wasn't Tombs. But it was, I forget which one it was. But their phones are bigger than my head, their cell phones.
Oh, yeah.
And it just gives you an idea of how far back in time you're looking when you go back to season 1.
Oh, so here's a question. Do you ever watch an old TV show and just be like, why don't you just call somebody? And then go,
because you didn't have that.
Yeah. You didn't have a cell phone back then. I'm sorry. I'll go sit in my chair in shame.
Yeah. Apart from that, I can't say I'm looking forward to Supergirl, but I'm super curious about it. Because everybody was super skeptical about what they were going to do with Arrow.
Yeah.
And that is among my top 5 favorite shows right now.
And again,
for sure.
The Flash got a lot of question marks when it started as well, and it's just taken off.
Yeah.
I really do think DC does TV, and nothing against Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or I heard, or Agent
have you
Carter.
seen Daredevil?
I haven't seen Daredevil yet. It's on my to-watch list. I've just been too busy this summer.
Oh, it's poetry. It's so good.
I will definitely watch that, but I will definitely say I think DC has owned the TV scene in a way Marvel just hasn't quite managed. I think Marvel has its following because people love the movies.
Right. I think I would agree with that. I think Marvel beats up at the box office, and DC has a little bit of an edge on the recurring television series. Daredevil is right up there, though, I tell you. I watched the first season just recently. I had to catch up on it, and it was stellar. It was everything I wanted it to be.
I've heard it's great. Probably the next, the first snow we get, first day I'm stuck inside, that's my plan, is to just marathon everything I've been putting off over the summer.
Jessica Jones, are you looking forward to that at all?
No, actually, I've not even seen anything about that. Okay. I'm not sure what you're talking
about. So Jessica Jones it's a little known kind of cult following Marvel property.
Okay.
And so basically what happens is that it's this gal named Jessica Jones. She's a superhero. She kind of has like generic superpowers like strength and speed and that kind of thing. And so she goes through kind of some hellish tribulations, and then she's like, I'm done. I'm no longer going to be a superhero. But what she does then is she becomes a lawyer for superheroes.
Okay, and I like anything that gives kind of a different look into the superhero world. I never read it, but there was a comic that came out probably about 10 years ago at this point in time, about the crews that have to come clean up after the superhero battles.
Oh, man.
Clean up the streets, clean up the, that type of thing. It's just hilarious, because then it's there's this whole other side to being a superhero.
There really is. They leave a bloody mess. I mean, every time. Poor New York.
Well, I mean, have you seen all the jokes about Batman, with the upcoming Batman versus Superman, and Batman keeps telling Superman, you cannot come to Gotham. I only destroyed one city in one battle. You may not come to Gotham.
Stay out. Just stay out. Yeah. So that's fun. I think that's going to be a pretty easy to watch show. It's got what's her face from Breaking Bad, Jesse's girlfriend.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I forget her name.
Drawing a blank at the moment.
Yeah. But it's got her. She's the starring role. I think that looks like a lot of fun. I think those are kind of. That's kind of my biggest list. I'm right with you on Supernatural. I need that to happen, but I need season 10 to happen on Netflix first. So.
Well, unfortunately, again, they start so late in the year. Like, I think we're looking at mid-October at this point in time before that show premieres. So hopefully, if they can get it on Netflix in September.
Yeah, and those dudes film like 24 episodes a season.
And no matter, because they keep killing off all the extras who took up screen time.
I know. Bring back Blonde Ruby. Bring her back.
Meg. I want them to bring back Meg.
Meg was cool.
Meg was awesome, and she was one of the longest lived characters.
Yep.
I mean, she'd been around since season 1. We can maybe claim the demon's not dead. I mean, hey, they do it all the time.
Come on, how many times have Sam and Dean come back?
I know.
It's fine. So there you have it, guys. What we're looking forward to for coming up for the fall TV season, and a little bit about the awesome Gwendolyn Christie.
Amazing woman.
In a full battle armor for Star Wars. She doesn't need any of those bikini things going on. She's awesome anyway.
Exactly.
Love her. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is, of course, Sean Caspian. This is Sandra Dee. And please remember to leave a comment, join the discussion, let us know what you thought. And don't forget to subscribe. And we will be off next week. I'm going to be at the Non-Discon Anime Convention here in Denver. So we'll be off next week, but we'll be back at you the following Sunday. So thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day.
Woo! Geek Spot! Geek Spot! Party time! Excellent! Woo! 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 Woo!